a good connection now. Looks like we're on. So I'm gonna wait for some people to come on and we're gonna talk about stemming difficult flowers. So let me get all my stuff out of here. So I'll just wait till some people jump on and we'll talk about some difficult flowers and some things for this week and this day. Got my coffee. If you get on, say hi. Not seeing comments, so I don't know if anyone's saying hi or not, but say hi if you're on so I can see if I'm seeing comments. There we go. Hey, Crystal. Thanks for coming on. It's a weird middle of the day time, but I actually started my day really late today. I'm doing all shipping today, so hi Linda, hi Roberta. Thanks for coming on. I was asked to do stemming for difficult flowers today, so that's what we're gonna do. Yay, Lisa. So this week, our theme for the week, if you saw on the business page, is gonna be back to the basics. And we're just gonna go over some things that are like basic because we have a lot of new people to Sola. And also I think sometimes we need to be reminded of some of these like early basic things. So that's what our theme for the week is today. I like keeping a theme and all that kind of stuff. So each day we're gonna talk about something basic to discuss. And today is gonna be about stemming. So yeah, so I'll just wait for a few more people. And I will show you the flowers we have. Gotta be honest, I don't know the name of all of them, but I will still show you what to do. And if you saw my stemming video on the like the fun group page, we talked about the wires that I use. And these are from Amazon, and the link is in the announcements, has a list of all the supplies that I use. So these wire are listed there. These are paper wrapped. They're 18 gauge and they're from Amazon. And they're pretty skinny. Let me show you the difference between a cloth wrapped and why I don't really love cloth wrapped. Okay, so here's a cloth wrapped, right? So it's a little thicker. But when you cut it, I have my clippers near me. When you cut it, it like unravels and it's not easy to cut. So let me show you what I mean. I mean, they cut easy, but it's like unravels a little bit. But see how they're connected still like by a thread? And then when you pull it, it kind of like frays and stuff. So I usually use the paper wrapped. They're from Amazon. They're like $50 in the package and they're pretty cheap. And they're like thin, so they're really good for these delicate flowers because they're easy to get in to difficult spots, but they're really strong. So I was showing on the video, like they aren't very, very bendy, which when you're making a bouquet is actually really good. And when you're doing centerpieces to like pierce it through the foam, they're really strong. So anyway, this is the wire I use, and that's like the first important thing for it. So I'm going to show you a few flowers here and how to stem them because they're a little bit more difficult. So, okay, so let's first start with a delicate flower, okay? So this is a flower that's got some pretty delicate, you know, petals. It's not super like thick and strong. So these are sometimes hard to push the wire in because you don't want to break it. So here's how I stem delicate petaled flowers. So basically I put them in my palm and I hold my hands, like my fingers like right around where I'm going to be putting the wire in. We put a drop of glue down on our flower first and we put the wire in. But I like to make sure that I'm holding it like this and not like at the edge or like not in the middle because the petals can break easy. Yes, I just got on. I was a couple minutes late as usual because setting up my stuff sometimes takes a while, but so yeah, so I'm going to hold it like that, like in my full hand, and make sure that I'm not just holding on the edge of a petal, because when I start to try to push hard, it doesn't always, you know, end well. So I put my glue on, okay, And then I'm gonna take my wire again. These wires are listed, and I'm just gonna twist it. I'm not gonna push so hard. I'm just gonna kind of twist and push at the same time. And again, I'm kind of holding the whole flower with all of my fingers and kind of palmed. And then I can straighten out my flower. Okay, so if you're really delicate, you just want to make sure you're holding it like with a good grip, but not on the edge of your petals, because that'll snap them. I hold it nice and close to where the wire is going to go in, so that it's strong enough for me to push it against it. Hey, Janice. Okay, we're just talking about stemming like delicate flowers or difficult flowers, because this week, each day, we're going to talk about something basic, something that maybe newcomers need to know, or yeah, or that we need to be reminded of. So today was stemming. Okay, and we also have a video on YouTube about stemming, like just the regular idea of stemming, and I'll post that later too. But anyway, all right, let me show you another difficult one. So these little bird roses, right? So let me show you the back of this. So see how it's like some of the ends are pointed still, like they don't have a very big opening. So for these ones, it's pretty easy. You're just gonna clip it down. And sometimes they come like already kind of clipped down. But if you clip it down, it'll make it a more wider space to put it in. And then these are easy to stem, because once they don't have a point, they're not difficult to stem. And when you're stemming, remember, like, don't push so hard, because you don't want to run your fingers through the hot glue. That happens all the time, or through the flower. So, okay, so these guys with like the pointed ends, just cut them down a little bit, and then that'll make it easier to stem them. Okay, so some of them come with a rounded point. The other one, we talked about it actually this week. The mum, the chrysanthemum, it has a very long, like, bottom. So cut that off, make it nice and broad, and then yeah. Okay, so that's a good one for long bottom ones. Here's a couple other that are pretty tricky, and then I wanted to show you how to do the small hydrangea. If you guys have small hydrangeas, I want to show you how to do them, because I do put them in bouquets, but this is what their back looks like. Actually, can you see that? It's like a bunch of the wires, and they're bent. So I'm going to show you how to do that one too. Okay, so the person who had actually asked me to do this asked me to do a peony, but if you have peonies from Love Sola Flowers, their bottom is actually really easy, because it even has like a little hole in the bottom. So these ones are easy. Again, I'm going to grip the whole thing with my hand, so that when I'm putting pressure, I'm not like holding it in the middle of the flower where all the petals can break or something like that. So again, I'm holding it, the whole thing in my hand. These peonies are kind of the easiest peonies that I have ever stemmed. These are, again, there's a bunch of different kinds of peonies, but these are called, I think, closed peonies. I think that's what they're called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these are called closed peonies. And these are very easy to stem, because they actually even have a hole in the bottom of it, but you just have to make sure you're holding it with your whole hand so you're not pressing against to break the petals. Yay, Amanda, hi. Amanda, we will not tell your boss that you joined us while you're working. So, okay. So again, I just want to show you another one with some of these like harder petals and stuff. So if you have an easy grip on this one, because the inside is super strong, you can just put your finger in the middle of it and hold it really tight. If it's not like the soft petals, because these are hard petals and the inside is super tough. So I just keep my finger right in the middle of these, and then I could actually push pretty hard against it. Amanda, we are definitely priorities here. Our live videos take priority over whatever work you have to do. Okay, the last little guy that I wanted to do, so this is like a mini jazzy. These are so cute. I use these for all of my like hair combs and everything like that, because they're so cute. but sometimes they're difficult to stem because they have like a very flat back. It's not like open. So what I'm gonna do is before I try to go, I just try to make like a little spot in the middle for myself. Okay, so I kind of like make it, because it's kind of, doesn't have like a lot of room to do it. So with these little petals, I'm gonna put my thumb again in the middle and make it so that I have a good grip on where I have to push it, so that I'm not holding on to like 1 or 2 petals. And then I can press it against kind of hard. Now again, you're gonna have to kind of twist it, because just pushing it, you're gonna like tear your flower apart. But, yeah. I could probably just leave that there, because this is what I use them for. I use them for, actually I used them in corsages, and some other things. I use them for hair pieces and combs and crowns. Okay, last one I'm gonna do is the small hydrangea. Okay, let me show you up close again. It's got wires and then they're like bent to the side a little bit. So I've made a lot of bouquets out of these hydrangeas because these are like my favorite. And at first I was like, what do? I actually like totally tried to bend the wires and stuff, and I was like bleeding the first time that I did this. So take this easy way out, okay? So I'm gonna take our wire, and you can see the little wires bent over, right? We're just gonna slide it through one of the holes that you can see. Can everyone see that? See how I slid it through? And I'm going to bend over. I can't do this on camera. How do I do this to show you? I might have to fold it enough. Okay. Bend it over. So you make a loop around the wires, and then I just twist it like a twisty tie around the stem, so that it's so that it's like wired on. I don't use any glue for it. I just wire it on. And then when you put them up close, again, you can make this pretty tight, but even if it's a little floppy, see how mine's like a little floppy, it won't matter if I'm putting it in a bouquet or even in a centerpiece, because you're gonna slide it in anyway. So that's how I do these. I just do like twist it around the wires so that I can use them for bouquets. Let me show you that up close. And they go easily like next to things like, let me show you. See, you could put those in. I like these little hydrangeas for bouquets because they fit in just like a regular flower. Not a big deal. Okay, so these were some difficult ones I saw. In general, most of the Love Sola flowers have like a pretty cut back so that they're easy to press in. It's just these, this is the one I showed in the video the other night. Again, it's just how to hold it so that you're not putting pressure against like the petals. So if you're putting pressure against where your fingers are gripping it, instead of the actual like holding it on the petals, like don't hold it on the petals. Just make sure you're holding it at the base, then you should be fine. So, okay, so that is what we have to do today. This is just stemming delicate flowers, and I just tore that one apart. And also we wanted to just tell you we have a sale today. So I'm going to put a post up soon, since this week is about basics. And sometimes people come on our site and are like, oh, what are the main flowers I should get? Or what should I use for my bridal bouquet and such like that. So I'm going to show you the 3 main flowers that we talk about when it comes to kind of basics to always have on hand. Especially if you're a florist, you should have these on hand. So we have the belly, okay, a lotus, and the new beauty. Why am I not holding these? That's like Butterfingers today. Okay, so these are a staple for anybody who's going to be doing Sola at all, because with this you can make like any type of bouquet at all. And the lotus is fun because you could put like rhinestones and stuff inside, brooches and things. So the lotus is always fun because you could do that. The lotus, actually all three of these could be used for succulents. And then obviously a lot of like wedding things and home decor things have roses. So the New Beauty is kind of a classic looking rose. And so these three things I would call our basics that everybody should have. These three flowers can be used like for almost anything that you need. And so these three flowers, the lotus, the belly, and the New Beauty, are going to be 50% off until tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time, which is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time or 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. These are going to be 50% off, just these flowers. So you're going to use the code BASICS50. Okay, 50% off these three, because if you have these three flowers, there's almost basically everything that you can do. Yeah. So does anyone have any questions about the sale or about stemming or about anything else? And I'm going to put the post in so you don't have to like memorize all this kind of stuff, but I will put a post up letting you know about the sale. But these are like things to stock up on if you are needing inventory or anything like that. These three flowers are what to stock up on. So it's the belly, Erica, the lotus, can't hold all of them, and the New Beauty. So again, these guys are like key to like anything really, staples of your inventory. So super generous to be 50% off here, guys, to get all of your inventory needs. So when you go on there, you just put them in your cart, and then the coupon code is BASICS50. Good? Everyone good? Everyone got it? Everyone gonna go stock up on all the basics that we need here? And these ones are all easy to stem, so you don't have to worry about that. Again, these can be used for so many things. Hi, Lena. I know that most people use these for, like I said, succulents, for bridal bouquets, for home decor. Get a bunch of different sizes. Just do it because it's a good sale and you can keep up with inventory. So, all right, I guess that's it. I will post away today. I'm going to post our blog up. I got to post the sale up. So you're going to be seeing a bunch of posts coming on after this video. And if there are other flowers that you needed to see stemmed, if it wasn't something I covered today, just let me know and I for sure can do that. Erica, I will pin your post, I guess, because you can't pin your own. So I'm going to pin Erica's comment. So yes, so Basics 50 ends at noon tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, Erica, which is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And oh no, well, I already pinned it, so I'm gonna have to go back. Anyway, so we get it. I'm gonna post about it anyway, Erica. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna have all the links and everything for everybody to just be able to click on them. So, all right, that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I got a lot of stuff to do today, so I hope you guys do too. I hope it means you're busy with your flower stuff too. So we will talk to you later.